What was it like for you guys? Like, you know, because I always feel like NXT is kind of changed wrestling, because I feel like, you know, one, we got a third show, right? But two, there's like a real place to develop talent, and there's a real place like to like I almost feel like I'm a music guy, so like back in the day we used to be able to just like discover rappers on the in the blog era of hip hop and stuff, and I feel like NXT is kind of that. And for each of you guys, what has NXT meant to your guys' careers?
Well, NXT was very different when I started than what it is right now. It's grown and progressed.
What year did you start?
It's its own thing. 2014.
Okay, yeah. Yo, that's crazy. So
Yeah.
I lived in Tampa at the time.
And the Performance Center, I think, opened like a year before.
Which was in Orlando,
right?
yeah. And so like I got to see like the random like Lakeland shows where
Yeah.
like Kevin Owens or Finn would come out.
Yeah. I think that had been on Hulu.
Yeah.
It was very much developmental.
And it was
very,
super,
very
it was
much-
kind of underground.
It was underground, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you didn't really know about it unless you were watching on Hulu,
Yeah.
you know? And so, I don't know, NXT is like always home for me. It's where I took my first bump. It's where I learned everything
Yeah.
that I know. And so, a different relationship than maybe some people have with it now, just because of how it's blown up. And now it's developmental, but it's really its own show now. So
100%. What about you, man? Because like you had a cool run in NXT.
Yeah, my relationship with NXT is very different than everyone else. I kind of skipped it
Right. And then went back.
and then went back
Yeah.
and
Then
completely
won.
took over NXT.
Yeah.
So it definitely holds a special place in my heart, you know.
And it's like Shawn Michaels like back there like running shit like.
I mean, I saw Sean there,
Yeah.
But as far as like backstage stuff, I wasn't really involved.
Right.
I just saw him like
Sean's the guy. He's got headphones on and stuff.
he's the man. But yeah, I love NXT, and my time there was very special. They welcomed me with open arms, you know, Sean and the rest of the crew, and honestly, it was really cool to be able to just go down there, because I always felt some type of way of not going through it.
Did you?
Yeah.
And then like, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
I was always kind of like, well, you know, I'm here.
Yeah.
It is what it is. But then like going back and doing it completely different than everyone else, because everyone starts there.
Yeah, your process was different.
Yeah, so I started differently and then went back to it.
No, that's dope. How are you guys feeling? I feel like things have been so on point. Like some of these vignettes that have been getting produced have just been. I mean, I just think about some of the bad blood stuff with like Metro Boomin and Cody and Triple H, and then like the stuff on the football field with Roman and. I mean, this is just next level. Just next level storytelling happening on all fronts. And I think you could attribute a lot to that, to this kind of being like the Triple H era, right? Like, how has it been like being involved? You guys have seen different eras of the business, but with Paul running things, and I mean, doing such an amazing job. Like, what's it been like during the new era?
I think it's been, you know, WWE, it always is growing. It's always evolving.
For sure.
It's always kind of like at the cutting edge of entertainment. And I feel like this new chapter has been just kind of like it's been like creatively, a lot of creative freedom
Yeah.
to kind of do what you want to do and like look how you want to look and say what you want to say.
Yeah.
It's just kind of more freedom.
I also feel like, you know, like the when he was running NXT, you would see like the kind of people who would like get brought up. Like, I feel like, you know, back in the day, you had to look a certain way to be like one of the main guys. You know what I'm saying? You had to be jacked and, you know, look like John Cena, essentially, you know?
Yeah.
But then like guys like Daniel Bryan would come through, or Finn, or, you know, or even Kevin Owens. So I think it's been dope. Like
It's a cool involvement, you know?
100%.